Om Shanti, everyone. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Welcome. So it's a beautiful Murli. Baba is taking us through this journey. So this Murli is just quickly share, just quickly revising the essence of what Baba is talking about so far before Baba started meeting the individual groups. This Murli is more about the faith. So Baba is telling, should have faith in 4 things: faith in the self, faith in Baba, faith in drama, and faith in family, right? And we wouldn't be here if we haven't have a faith in Baba. So the most easiest thing to have faith in is Baba, right? And then Baba says, have faith in yourself. So to build that faith, Baba gave some 2 tips that I am one out of multi-million souls who has self-sovereignty through Baba and an embodiment of self-respect. So Baba is asking us to do this drill to build the faith in yourself, invoke your true presence. And then as Baba was taking us through, Baba is telling we need to have faith in drama. And in drama comes the challenges. And when the challenges comes, Baba says, based on the faith, if you have firm faith in drama, then those who have faith in the intellect based on their faith are able to change problems into solutions, because faith means victory. So when we have faith in drama, so we use the challenges and we grow forward. And by having faith in drama, we'll have unshakable and immovable stage. And by having faith in drama, so you will have fakur and nasha. You'll have the intoxication because you're winning the success. You're getting the success out of it. And have this Swaman again. Baba is telling, I was that, I am that, and I will be that. So Baba is emphasizing that. And the 4th challenging thing to have faith is faith in the family, because you have no control how people are going to behave, what is their sanskaras. So the most challenging thing to have faith is faith in the family. So that is where Baba says your faith is in the family. This faith has to last for 21 births. Then only we will be part of golden and silver ages. So for that, Baba says, there is difference of sanskaras. You need to learn this technique of harmonizing sanskaras to stabilize your stage, have good wishes and pure feeling. That is the mantra to build faith and to build that sense of belonging to the family. So you can't leave the family and go anywhere else. This is what we got. So we have to learn how to harmonize our sanskaras and have this benevolent feeling, right? It is only in connection with the family that the questions arise. Why is this one like this? How is this like this? So instead of asking why, realize that you have to move along together and fulfill the responsibility of the family, because this is Baba's family. This is godly family. So the only one reason that helps you to get through all the confusion of why is accepting that they belong to Baba's family. And then once you accept, then you'll figure out how to harmonize the sanskaras and difference of opinions and move forward and build that sense of one community. Okay, so Baba also says you need to have faith in all of these 4: faith in Baba, self, drama, and the family. Okay, so now, so we will move forward. Let me share my screen so then you can see what I'm reading. So now, so we are at Karnataka zone, right? So So Baba is talking about, so it's part of the Karnataka zone. So the 3/4 of the class is Karnataka. Karnataka is one of the biggest zones. You take a good chance. Bapdada is pleased that you get permission to come in this term. So all of those servers who come, they do service and also create their fortune. So Karnataka is a play, is it not? Natak means play. So Karnataka would be number one in playing a part in this play. You must be saying Karnataka so many times. So when you say the word Natak, you must also be remembering the Behad ka Natak, unlimited, eternal play. Must you not? So you have to claim number one in this unlimited play too. Is this firm? I have to come in that number one. I have to become that. No matter what you have to do, ever ready. Are you ever ready? No matter what you have to do, ever ready. Then raise your hands. Look, 3/4 of the class is of those who will do this. The number one part means to be free from obstacles and to make others free from obstacles. Do not make just yourself free from obstacles. You have to make your companions too obstacle free. We have this courage. If those from Karnataka have courage, then raise your hands. Raise both of your hands. Acha. In how much time will you become that? In how much time will you give the results to Baba? Anyone can do this. Then one who takes the initiative is Arjuna. After 2 to 3 meetings, or by next meeting, those who say that they will achieve this by 2 to 4 more meetings, raise your hands. The main instruments are sitting here at the front. Are they not? The main sisters of the centers, raise your hands. Main brothers and sisters of the centers, raise your hands high. So what do you think? The main ones who think that you will achieve this practically after 3 to 4 meetings, raise your hand. So Baba is asking, emphasizing, reaffirming again and again that are you ever ready? The main ones, even the brothers, raise your hands that you will show these results. What is the result? Ever ready. Okay, today it is the turn of Karnataka, and so you can become the instruments to demonstrate this. Is it firm? You and the centers connected with you. Is this firm? Pandavas, is this firm? Baba is taking each and every group, Pandavas, Centervasis, in charge, connected centers, and all, everyone have to be ever ready. What cannot be achieved? You simply need to have determination. It shouldn't be, what can I do? Will it happen or not? No. This is where Baba is bringing the faith into picture. It has to have determined faith. Where there is determination, there is definitely success. So it is your fortune that you will become number one example. There is the fruit, fal and bal, the power of that. What is the fruit and power of having that determined faith? There is a fruit of that, there is a power of that. It is good. So Karnataka will show this wonder. Is it firm? The speciality of Karnataka is that the sister who was the instrument, who was the instrument for Karnataka, that is Dadi Hriday Pushpa, was her special. What was her speciality? Her method of opening a center was very good. How many centers opened them? The one who has the instrument, so one who was the instrument and zeal and enthusiasm. And all of you are also instruments. So you have to put her speciality into yourself. Do not just open centers, but they should be centers that are free from obstacles. Is that all right? Do you like it? It is good. Karnataka will perform wonders. Others also have to do this. It is not that only Karnataka will do this. They have maintained courage and they will receive the fruit and the power of that courage. The rest is good. A good result of service is visible in Karnataka. Expansion is taking place. No mic or air souls have come in front. So now Baba is refining the service, refining the results. Like, what is the result? Baba is telling, I want to see the air quality and also the mics who can spread the Baba's message. However, if you become free from obstacles in a practical way, they will also emerge, right? So the sign of obstacle free is people get the message and people start accepting and running with the message. Baba has the hope in all those from Karnataka that you are the ones who will demonstrate this by doing it practically. It is good. No matter what happens, demonstrate by fulfilling that thought. Baba has hopes in you. Let's take a pause and then just quickly absorb what Baba has said. Nischay Buddhi Vijayanti. Have the courage to become ever ready. Every time you think about Karnataka, think about eternal drama. Emerge this stage. Okay, so now Baba is talking about for how long do you have to perform the drill that Baba has taught us? At least 10 minutes, right? So after the Murli, we can do some drills and then let's see how it goes. Yeah. Now Baba is talking about business and education wings. The wings have a keen interest in increasing service because it is very focused service, focused audience. The context is very focused, right? So Baba is happy about that. The wings have a keen interest in increasing service. Baba has seen that every wing has the zeal and enthusiasm to demonstrate it by doing something, the newness, the newest of all. Each one wants to be the instrument to show something. And so both these wings are also doing good service. Educationists are doing their service in their own way and business wing is doing it in its own way. Now each wing has to create their group. This group has not yet been created. A group in which a member from each wing is present. For instance, business wing. We should have one group of members from every wing so that whenever there is a program, then a well-known person from each wing would be present. Then hearing their sound, people become enthusiastic that they too can do that. After they heard the report that one group has made such a plan, the VIP group has made it. It is good. Each wing should give its centers in India this service to do. And those who feel that so-and-so is an eligible VIP can have a meeting for all your selected VIPs of all the wings. Bapdada has given you this plan. And so all of you have to do this and make them instruments. specially serve them so that together with their mites, being a mites, they also become loving and cooperative. They should not just become mites, but also loving and cooperative, snehi and sahiyogi. Because it is with love and cooperation that they will receive the blessing to move forward in their effort. So, Bhagdada is telling the people of all the wings that, that are present here today. This season, Bhagdada wishes to see the results of every group. They may not come to Madhuban, but gather them together in a headquarters of that particular wing. And then, seeing the results at the end of the season, Bhagdada will think about meeting such cooperative souls. So, you heard what you have to do. Did Asha Ben from ORC give that? You have given that list, have you not? It is good. If the wings wants to understand this clearly, understand from here. Why is Babdada saying this? Because all of you who are firm Brahmins will have to see everything as a detached observers when the time comes. The service through the mind will increase so much that they will become your companions and do service. They will do the service and you will be the detached observers and serve through the mind. Just as Brahma Baba made you worthy of doing service and he himself watched as a detached observer. Similarly, the senior instrument souls who have increased service remain busy in other service at the time of need. However, those whom you have made worthy of service should do this service. Their sound should have the attraction of their experience, not the attraction of their position, but the attraction of their experience that will quickly create an impact, because those who become instruments receive extra help from Bhagavad. No matter who it is, when they receive a special blessing from Bhagavad, they themselves cannot know what the results of their service will be. But that is an extra help from Bap Dada. It is a blessing. It is not they who are speaking, but the blessing that is speaking. And this is why you have to prepare such souls. When Bap Dada can give them blessings and make them move forward according to the time, Bap Dada is saying this to those of all wings. You are doing well. You are also moving forward. Bapdada is congratulating those of all wings. Those of all other 3 to 4 wings have come. Stand up. Right? So let's take a pause. Here Baba is bringing our attention to the next phase of service. Right? So lately Baba is talking about Sakar Murli, like 3-4 days back in Sakar Murli, Baba was talking about how everyone have to become very subtle, raise to that subtle awareness, be in your angelic stage, and send the Sakash and serve through your subtle stage. And similarly, in this group also, Baba is telling, how can you be more effective in your service, right? Baba is telling to focus more on those who can be a mic, potential mic, in other words, inspire them so that if you touch somebody's heart, they will run with it. And especially somebody who has touched, who are in a place where they can reach out to more people, those mics, if you can touch them, they will do the legwork and then you will give the Sakash. And Baba is also telling the same thing. Start building your teams. Delegate, build the team, and empower the team and take them to the next level. Do the same thing. Whoever you are serving, make them also part of your service plan. And how can you do that? With love, by giving them lots of love and Sakash. If you give them love, Out of love, they will become cooperative. Otherwise, they will come, they feel good, and then they walk out. So we should serve to such an extent that they should be inspired to cooperate, right? So, and that will only happen with our subtle stage. So that is what Baba is emphasizing on this. Let's take a pause here. Go back to your subtle stage. Let your pure presence touch every person who is in touch with you. Now Baba is taking us through other wings, youth and politicians, sports and administrative wings. All of you have to do one thing, and this is why you are all asked to stand up together. Okay? Baba is happy with the service of the wings, but you must now continue to become detached observers, sakshi. Your duty now is to prepare other groups, because such circumstances will suddenly arise that you will have to do a lot of tapasya. So now with these groups, Baba is asking them to emphasize on tapasya, on bhattis. Very relevant for the present time. You will have to serve through the mind, detached, and serve through the mind. Delicate times are to come, and they will continue to increase. At present, service to the mind is not happening with that much force. It is happening, and the service through the mind that some are doing is creating an impact, but it is very little. Right? Baba is not satisfied with that, but still encouraging children. Then at the end, you will not be able to serve with words, without service through the mind. Whomever you make instruments, even have a chance now. But when the delicate times comes, even they won't then have a chance. Therefore, give them a chance now. They can come close and become heirs, because at present, the conditions are helping each group to carry out their task. Now, everyone thinks that something should happen. Something should happen. The poor, helpless people don't know anything, but they have the desire that something should change. You already know that transmission has to take place, and what is going to happen. You are worried about what will happen. You know that your kingdom is going to come, and so there is happiness. Everything is going into the extremes. Then there will be the end, and then the beginning will come, and you therefore have to select quickly those who are going to do service and make them move forward. They are saying that this is good, but now give them service to make them good. You just be detached observers and give them power. Acha, sports wing has also come. It is the silver jubilee of youth wing. Politicians have made this plan. It is good. All these names mentioned are of main wings. Baba is congratulating everyone and will give more congratulations when you get the group ready. Baba is not saying that you have to bring them to Abu. First of all, prepare them there, and then Baba Dada will hear the news, see the results, and then call them to Madhuban. All of those who have come, have you understood the plan of the future? Raise your hands. Do you understand what you have to do? Now do this quickly. Anything can happen suddenly, such that you will not have time to do any service. Such circumstances can come in between. Therefore, just as you have created a group of intense effort makers, in the same way, prepare a group of those who do intense service. Baba is giving many congratulations. Okay. Let's take a pause, check in what Baba said. Baba is asking us to become detached observers and try to give sakash. Empower the souls. Let souls be the messengers. Give the cooperation of sakash. Okay, so now Baba is talking to double fondness. Now, do not say double fondness. Instead, what you should say? Double effort makers. Is that all right? You are double effort makers. Are you not? Bab Dada likes it very much when double effort making children takes a chance of doing their own service in different ways in Madhuvan, because you all receive power of the gathering from one another. In some places, there is one problem. In other places, there is another problem. And so with one another's experience and directions and sustenance from the seniors, everything becomes easy, right? Sharing makes you more powerful. You learn from others' experiences. You also receive power from the atmosphere. You have fewer responsibilities. Back at home, you don't have as much time. Whereas here, you have free time for doing just one thing. There, you have many different responsibilities and you have to give time to those. Whereas here, you have just one thing to do, either service or benefit the self. Day by day, Bapdada has seen that the form of service is changing very well. Baba also heard the results of the youth from abroad. Each one is moving ahead in service. Bapdada is seeing that two things are gradually coming closer. One is that you are getting a good chance to go close to government or important people, and by making plans among yourself, a method will gradually be created to reach the government in your own countries. So it is good. The name has to be glorified abroad and it has to happen in this land too. Babdada, who heard the news of the youth group from India and abroad, they are making plans in India too. However, before this, make a plan in Bharat so that this sound reaches the government. In the beginning, Babdada saw that youth group was taken to meet the president and prime minister. The group had gone earlier. Now you have all facilities with you. Now you can also have this on the TV, but just do not mix it with other things. Seek an opportunity to speak to them. They should meet the youth and listen to them briefly about the things that they are doing. So those from every wing should prepare such a group which reaches the ministry so that the sound reaches the main ministers and prime minister. The rest is good. Babdada has seen that expansion is taking place abroad too, and it will continue to take place. You continue to make plans for opening centers where there aren't any centers. And there is also attention paid to effort on the self. Underline, bring newness in the effort for the self. Is that all right? Macha, all of you like it, do you not? When double fondness come in every group, we like it because it is newness in our family. All variety from abroad come here. No one else would have such a family in one place where everyone from any of the many countries would be missing. Now, even Muslim countries are coming in front. Those from Arab countries are also coming. So in this variety family, not one should be deprived. The aim is to reach all the children and give them the Father's message and make heirs emerge. That those who have become separated from the family should come back to their family. Seeing this, Bapdada is pleased. Continue to increase this happiness. Now you're going to get invitation after invitation. Why? At the end, there will just be this. This is the one. This is the one. This is the one. Now all supports have to be left and everyone has to be given a chance to forge a relationship with Father or to hear the message. Otherwise, all of you will receive many complaints. You will attract souls through your mind and enable them to move forward. You can bring them into relationship and connection. So through service through the mind is very little at present. However, if you start from now, then no one will be left out at the end. Just as Father Brahma attracted all of them by serving through the mind while sitting at home, he gave you courage and you just left. In the same way, whenever you have time, you can also serve with your mind through the angelic form by becoming angels. Continue to increase this experience because just as waves of ocean come suddenly, every now and then, there are very powerful waves in the same way. As the time comes closer, waves of sorrow and peacelessness will also continue to increase every now and then. Something or the other will become a reason such that waves of sorrow will increase. Therefore, prepare others to serve through words. However, the foundation has to be strong. They shouldn't be those who just create their own impact. They should be those who create an impact of real knowledge. Sometimes even the Brahmin children begin to create their own impact. In any service, attract others to the Father, not personally to the self. If you impress others with your personality, no charity is accumulated through that. Acha? Those who are going to go ahead in all types of efforts, Bapdada gave you 15-day homework. Those of you who feel that your results is what Bapdada is asked, that your mind, words, deeds, time, and thoughts are accurate according to the time, raise your hands. Okay. So I just want to give a pause here. So Baba, for the rest of the Murli, so we'll just quickly wrap up with the blessing. To all the children from everywhere who are loving to the Father, because those who are loving are definitely cooperative. Snehi so sahayogi. And return of the love is that in a practical way, in every task, they will definitely be cooperative with one another through their body, mind, wealth, relationships. To such loving and cooperative children who are constantly absorbed in Baba's love, not just in love, but those who remain absorbed in love and who always engage their time and thoughts in all Baba's tasks, because at the confluence age, time and thoughts have a lot of value. To those who create a reward for many births in one birth, to such intense effort makers who use every virtue, every power according to the time, to the children who are filled with virtues and powers, lots and lots of multi-million fold love, remembrance, and namaste. Okay. So much love from Baba is pouring. Let's take a minute to soak in this beautiful Murli. I was emphasizing on giving Sakash, being detached and observer. Take a minute to digest And are you ready? Feel free to unmute yourself and share your points. What did you take away from the Murli?
Om Shanti, brother. Very nice, Murli. Thank you, Baba. What struck me today as a difference from some of the other messages which we get in the Murlis was to pay attention that when we are speaking about Baba and trying to spread his message, that we don't reach into a situation where our own personality is being more attractive rather than Baba's, you know. So to pay attention to that was one important feedback. And then the other thing was that share your experience, not your position. I like that because something, because maybe I've been making this effort to spread the message. So for me, it's a good reminder. So, so thank you very much for sharing that. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Baba. Beautiful point. Your experience should speak, not your position. Very true. Anyone else?
Om Shanti. Today Baba said that you have to prepare hairs. So in order to prepare hairs, you have to become detached observers while doing the service. Now it's the time to do the service through the mind and let others speak through words and give the message of God. So that a time will come when they will not get a chance to do the service. So now is the time, and anything can happen. And so now if we will be prepared to do the service through the mind, so we can go pass through the unstable situations. So we have to now give them the sakash, and now they will become the mics and prepare a group. Baba said that you have to prepare an effective group which can make wonders. So he gave us an idea of how can we select different persons from every group and encourage them to do the service, and so that they will become the loving and cooperative along being an instrument, along with being mics. So yes, if we want to create a loving and cooperative souls for us, then we have to take care of them and encourage them to move forward. Om Shanti.
Yeah, it's very effective point. Baba is telling, step up and give them the strength, and then they will do the legwork. Yeah, give them sakash and power them. Beautiful point. Yeah, it's nice point on team building. Yes, Seema.
Om Shanti. I like the beginning of the Murli. You started with Karnataka zone. So how Baba's, relates every state with something or the other. So Karnataka means Natak. So Behad ka Natak, Behad ka drama. So all this is going on in Behad ka drama. Whatever Baba is, directing us to do, whether it is to make hair quality, whether, to move the family forward along with your efforts. I mean, you have to do service for yourself as well as for the others. And he's giving directions how to do that. So, so Karnataka is a play, isn't it? Natak means play. So Karnataka would be number one in playing a part in this play. So he's saying that first you have to be ever ready in anything. Number one means becoming ever ready. So ever ready, I have been giving an example of my daughter, like who comes suddenly and she says, oh, do this or do that for me. And I used to say that, no, I'm not ready. But now I have taken this challenge as an opportunity. And I have, started doing things accordingly because I have to be ever ready and I have to change first. And then he has also said who takes the initiative is Arjuna. So Arjun is my son's name also. So so I always, whenever Arjun comes, I remember of my son, and I think that way, who takes the initiative. And he also says Jo Ote So Arjun, right? So we have to, I mean, we all are Arjunas, Baba says, because we are taking the knowledge. So whoever is taking the knowledge, whoever is taking the direction from the God is Arjuna. So we all are Arjuns, and we all have to be ever ready. So I'll, relate it to my children. So I'll
That's
remember
great.
this. Thank you.
Beautiful. They'll keep you reminded.
Yes, and determination to do it.
Very nice. Thank you. Yes. Anyone else? If you share, you can remember. Try to recognize at least one point. If you share, you can remember better. Okay, so now, Raki Ben, do meditation and wrap up, or
Yeah, we can move on to meditation. Right?
how much time do we have? 2 minutes? 3 minutes?
We can do it for 2-3 minutes.
Sure. So Baba really emphasizing on being detached. The process of detachment starts by slowing down. Slow down your breath. Slow down your thoughts. Slow down your emotions. Just observe your body, your mind, and your heart. Bring that sense of stillness to your mind and your heart. Step into your presence as a detached observer, Sakshi. Make yourself very comfortable in the stillness of Paramdham. Make yourself at home in the company of Paramatma, Parampita. without any resistance. Let the ocean of love flow into your awareness. Totally surrender to the ocean. Samarpana. Offer yourself to the ocean. Ocean of love. And let Baba's loving vibrations reach every soul on earth. Let the purifier Baba purify all the 5 elements and all the souls. Om Shanti. Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Harshabai. Thank you, family. And with this homework, the remaining Murli that we're going to be reading, let's practice being detached, observer. And we meet tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. Om Shanti.
Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Om Shanti. Good